Russia just purchased $20 billion of Africa's debt. Wow. Oh, yeah.
And China's invested heavily in Africa and Latin America.
It's chess in this. They moving the way we don't see people moving. And Uganda, who is a powerful nation, what they didn't put on the news last week, and found $20 trillion worth of gold. But no, you didn't hear one article that mentioned about a black country just found trillions in gold. $20 trillion worth, because it makes them a powerhouse.
You can't get your research from comedians on, what is this, the Drink Champs podcast? So let's evaluate this.
Russia just purchased $20 billion of Africa's debt.
No, they did not purchase $20 billion worth of debt. They forgave $20 billion worth of debt. Now you could try to say this is a major play, right? This is a major play. You know, they trying to buy some of that gold, you see? That's why y'all need to be out there trying to get some of this too, cause if you don't play the game now, ain't gonna be no more gold left for you. By the time you come over there with your few little Bitcoins, it ain't gonna work for you. Okay. Russia has forgiven a staggering $20 billion in debts owed by African countries. You know why Russia could do that? Because they're sitting on 7.69 trillion. Okay? When you're sitting on 7.69 trillion, you can go ahead and say, fuck that 20 bill. You know what, Africa? Y'all not gonna pay this shit. Y'all never was gonna pay it. You know what I'm saying? What we gonna do? Just let it get the 30 billion? So let's just help a nigga out. We're gonna help y'all niggas out. We're gonna forgive this. Now, they trying to twist it. Old boy's trying to twist it into something else. Cause he says, hey, you know what? They just found $20 trillion. That's what they sent that 20 billion or 12 or however many he just said. Let's see.
Moving. And Uganda, who is a powerful nation, what they didn't put on the news last week, and found $20 trillion worth of gold. But no, you didn't hear one article that mentioned about a black country just found trillions in gold. $20 trillion worth, because it makes them a powerhouse.
Now, I can't be mad because he probably gets his news from memes like this, from random pages like this that promote mostly African stuff, and the followers and stuff could be bots. But it's like they just, and that number just went down. But 12 trillion, 20 trillion, what is it? Because this man is the one that actually did announce it. It was announced, all right? He did announce it. So I can't say that he's not telling the truth, at least TK, but is he telling the truth?
An energy minister reported that the country had identified 320,000 metric tons of, or roughly 320,000 metric tons of gold in the country. I can't remember which regions of the country, but it was like west or south. Anyway, it's all online. So the internet went crazy over this because, for some context, 320,000 metric tons of gold would be worth somewhere around $12 trillion. It's insane. It's an insane number. And the world only produces about 3,000 metric tons annually. So it's a big claim. So I wanted to look into it more because it was making its rounds on the internet. And even a lot of legitimate media publications were writing about it as if this massive motherlode gold discovery had been made in Uganda. But the reality is quite a bit different. So I dug a little bit into it. All I could find really was the ministry in Uganda who's responsible for mining and energy. Apparently they did some sort of airborne surveys, some geophysics, some geochem work, and that's how they came up with this number, 320 or so thousand metric tons of gold within I think it was 30 million tons of ore. You're talking about grades, I mean, this is somewhere in that 80 to 100 grams per ton range. Like, this would be absolutely insane. No, it's insane.
No, I don't believe it. No.
Yeah, I think, not to bash them, I'm not saying they're lying. I think this is extremely optimistic with some serious promotion involved. So
I want y'all to notice that he said that it was in multiple publications. Mr. TK Kirkland was like, ain't nobody said nothing about it. Not even one channel. Then how do you know it happened? But they're not the only ones saying this. The Outsiders Club, they say, no, Uganda did not find $12 trillion worth of gold. It says it was reported by Reuters, okay? So at least that's another publication that I guess TK Kirkland didn't know talked about it. So when you come down here, they was like, that would be more than 10 billion troy ounces. They said, first off, 320,000 tons is more than all of the world's known underground gold reserves, plus every single ounce of gold that has ever been mined. They basically said, hey, we got more gold just in this one spot than the entire world. It says it's insanely unlikely that Uganda discovered more gold in its backyard than has ever been discovered in the world history. If such gold deposits existed, they would have been discovered and mined a long time ago. But they said it's not just the amount of gold reported that's suspicious. The Reuters article is, they're questioning everything. And they even tell you that the highest grade of commercial gold is found in Australia. So all this we need Africa for everything is just crazy. And it says right here that it's possible that the estimate was an extreme exaggeration or simply a flat out lie. Why lie? In order to attract big investors to develop the sector hitherto. And aren't they known as like some of the biggest scammers? I know it's Nigeria, but it's people over there, period, to be honest with you. And somewhere in here it says that if they would have noticed that much gold in that area, it would have been so much gold that you would just be walking and see gold on the ground. That's kind of insane as you see how they go into the mines these days. Don't you think everybody from Africa would be flooding over there for the easily mineable gold sitting on top of the ground? That's why you don't get your information from people like this. He's trying to make it seem like it's this whole play. Oh, Russia's trying to get in on that gold. See, you don't even understand the game. You know what I'm saying? You got to get in on this gold in Africa because Africa has all the world's gold. It's got more gold than not only Earth, but Mars and Jupiter put together. That's what they told me last week. Now, see, I learned that through the back end channels from Africa, see, because they're trying to keep people from coming over there because, Africa's resources are always stolen. And that's why they telling you that it's fake stories. Now, I said it was 20 trillion and they said it was 12 trillion, but, they're lying about the trillions because it's really 279 trillion. But see, they lying about it. These people be playing.